Once there were 6 blind men who stood by the roadside every day and begged from the people who passed from there. They had often heard of elephants, but they had never seen one for being blind. How could they see it? So what happened? That one morning, an elephant was driven down the road where they stood. When they were told that the great beast was before them, they asked the elephant driver to let him stop so that they might touch him. Of course, they could not see him with their eyes, but they thought that by touching him they could learn just what kind of animal he was. The first man happened to put his hand on elephant's side and he said, "Well, now I know all about this beast. He is exactly like a ball." And the second man tossed the elephant and said, "My brother, you are mistaken. He is not at all like a ball, but he is a round, smooth and sharp. He is more like a spear than anything else." The third one happened to take hold on elephant's trunk and he said, "Both of you are wrong. Anybody who knows anything can see that this elephant is like a snake." The fourth one reached out his arms and grabbed one of the elephant's legs. "Oh, how blind you are," he said. "It is very clear to me that he is round and tall like a tree." The fifth one was very tall man and he got to take hold of elephants. Here then he said, "What rubbish! This beast is not like any of the things that you named. He is exactly a huge fan." Now it was turn of the sixth one to touch elephant and feel him. He happened to touch elephant's tail and then he said, "Oh foolish fellow, you surely have lost your sense. This elephant is not like a wall or a spear or a snake or a tree, neither is like a fan, but is exactly like a rope." Then the elephant moved on and the 6 blind men sat by the roadside all day and quarreled about him. One believed that he knew just how the elephant looked and each called the other fool because they did not agree with him. A wise man was passing by, saw them and inquired about why they were arguing with each other. They told him what they thought about the elephant. Then they asked him to decide who is correct among them about the description of the elephant. The wise man said, "All of you are correct." They were shocked after hearing this and asked him, "How is it possible that all of them are correct?" The wise man said, "Each of you has touched a different part of elephant. That is why you all are correct. An elephant consists all of these features that you have described." This story of blind man and an elephant tell us about the reality of life and also about a basic problem that we all have. Often people think that only they are right and the other is wrong, but they never try to see from another person's point of view. And when people disagree with each other, they often get into argument, and argument often turn into fight. This is the reason that today the quarrel in the families are increasing, between friends are increasing, between the people of different community and religions are increasing. And the reason behind all this is that we do not try to understand the belief of others and only understand our point of view. If we try to open our closed mind and try to understand the thoughts of others, then this petty conflict in the world will end and a sense of respect for each other's belief will arise. Then the spirit of brotherhood will increase in the world and this world will become a better place for us to live in.